Hi everybody! Welcome to day 3 of a clean and simple one layer card series. Today I would like to say thank you for all of your comments. I love them all. Honestly, I'm often stuck on what I should say. Like I'm afraid I'll say the same thing twice, or I'm not sure how to respond all the time, and so I'm pretty slow at getting back to you. But if you ask a question, I will answer, and I'm so excited about everything that you have said so far. I've sent out 6 cards so far, and the names of those 3 people for today up on the description so you can find out who got the 3 cards from yesterday. Today we're going to use the Winter Memories set, and we're going to talk about the use of paper as an element to help you with your clean and simple designs. What I've done is I've pulled out a bunch of papers, and I've just created a bunch of card bases. Some of them I've done 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 long. A couple of them I've done, normal, standard. And the reason is because you really need to try different papers. Paper makes a big difference when it comes to clean and simple. And sometimes you can really change the look of a stamp just by changing the paper. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to take a simple piece of paper. This is like a piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to stamp this image. I love these images because they're all like pencil sketches to me, which means I can get away with stamping them and not coloring because they look like pencil sketches. But let's look at how this works today. I'm going to pull out that image, and I'm going to ink it up and stamp it right here on the bottom of this card. Right here. And you'll notice that I'll get a beautiful image. Check out that image. It really looks like a pencil sketch to me. Now I'm going to add a sentiment. So in that stamp set, there is a sentiment that says Warm Winter Wishes. One thing that I like to do sometime is I like to add embossing. So I'll take one of our embossing folders, and I love these snowflakes, and I'll tuck my card in. Now you notice I'm putting it a little crooked because I want to make sure that the snowflakes are around the image. Nothing wrong with doing that, guys. And now I'm going to run it through the Big Shot, so hold on. So here it is after being run through the Big Shot. Notice that the snowflakes are around the image, and that just adds a new dimension to the image. So now I could say that this card can be sent out. Now let's do this again, just a little bit different. Here's a confetti piece. So I'm going to stamp the image again on this paper. And right away you can see that the texture is giving us a snowy day look. You know how snow, when the light hits it, it can change colors? And then I'm going to add the sentiment as well. And now I'm going to kick it up a little bit more. I'm going to take my two-way glue stick, and I'm going to put a little bit of two-way glue, not on the lines, but under the lines that the artists use to make the snow obvious to us. And then I'm going to use Dazzling Diamonds. So I'm going to just shake it away. I use the Dazzling Diamonds to accentuate the snow. So now that snow is sparkling under their feet. Now I could do the same thing I did before and emboss this side, or I can leave it as is. I think that the little Dazzling Diamonds basically adds just enough pop for me to get away with sending this out. I'm just going to put a little bit of blue marker around the edges of my snowman, and I am using Copics for this. Just on the snowman I decided to do. And then I'm going to take my blender pen and I'm just going to blend that a little bit so that it's not a stark line. So it's a soft line. And what I find that the blue does is it kind of makes the snow look, I don't know, colder. And it has a little bit of depth to the image. And you could do that along all the snow as well if you wanted to, but I didn't because I had done already the Dazzling diamonds. One more paper I want to show you is watercolor paper. Watercolor paper has a texture that is very friendly to fountain pens, and I happen to be a fountain pen collector. So I'll just show you, this is a simple watercolor note card. You could take watercolor paper and cut it down and turn it into note card size. That wouldn't be so expensive, but I actually love the luxury of stamping on watercolor, and I've done it as a base card before. I'm just going to use Versamark and stamp this sled right in the center of there. And then I'm going to use the Pewter embossing powder, and I just find it to be so beautiful. That's not pewter, hold on. Here we go, pewter. I find it to be so beautiful, especially on watercolor paper. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that down. And again, I'm going to go over to my heat embossing table and I'll be right back. Let me just put this back in. So here it is, heat embossed with the pewter. Isn't that just gorgeous? It's gorgeous. I wish you could see it in real life. And what I'll do in this case, because I like the simplicity of that simple stamp on there and the pewter, is I will put the sentiment on the inside. So I really hope you enjoyed these clean and simple cards. I'll put some pictures at the end of the video. Come back tomorrow to find out who got a card from today. So 3 people will be selected again, but they'll each get different cards because there were 3 designs today. And come back again tomorrow for another clean and simple 1-layer card. Take care and happy stamping.